Hello there, YouTube. Devin here again for another, what I'm sure is going to be pretty low viewed video. But as we all know, I'm quite a fan of gin, actually. So this is something I asked my liquor store, who they're very good about doing stuff like this, uh, to order me this. Is something I was very curious about, because Hendricks has a lot of kind of weirder gins, and it's actually very, very good gin if you've never tried Hendricks. But this is one that they came out with pretty recently, actually, about the same time COVID started. This is something that they came out with, Hendricks Lunar Gin. And it says, from our cabinet of curiosities is kind of the logo trademark kind of phrase that goes along with this bottle of gin, because it is basically flavored with botanicals that bloom or blossom during the night, basically. That's why it's called Lunar Gin. And I figured we're going to try it here today. Now, for those of you who don't know what gin is basically, for all intents and purposes, flavored vodka. It starts its life as a neutral spirit, and then its flavoring is primarily juniper. There's usually other botanicals that can change the flavor slightly, but usually the primary flavor of most gin is going to be juniper, which, if you don't know, kind of tastes like pine needles. But we're going to give this here a try and taste it, smell it, look at it, all of the other good stuff. So we'll give her a go here. We'll give it a nice pour. It should be clear. That is something that gin's kind of known for. It is basically just flavored vodka. It's just a fancy kind of flavored vodka. So on the back of the bottle, it says, Hendricks Lunar is a limited release conceived under the influence of moonlight. On many a night, you will find our master distiller, Miss Leslie Gracie, tending to the botanicals in her beloved distillery hothouse. It was here one moonlit evening that she was inspired to create this rich, warm, and alluring liquid. It is decidedly delectable with tonic and a slice of cucumber. Or try it as Hendricks Lunar Moonlight Buck, and then a blah, 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 blah. Where it says, by adding ginger ale and a squeeze of lemon. Which I think we will try that here. We'll try it with the... I don't normally do ginger ale, but we're going to taste it by itself here first, and then, just because it says right on the bottle, and I just bought this, so I didn't prepare it all, sorry. We're going to have our slice of lemon here with it, too. So we'll give it a go. Alright, so first things first. We'll try it all by itself. Give it a smell, swirl it around a little bit. Okay. Now, most gin, when you smell it, it's going to have that very kind of acetone-y, alcohol-y smell to it. And then you're going to get, obviously, that intense pine in there. So this is 43.4% alcohol by volume, which is quite a lot. Most spirits are going to be 40. Most gin and vodka is going to be around 40. So this is a little above the average. Once again, very acetone-y, very, very piney. That's basically all I'm getting on the nose, is that alcohol smell and then juniper. So let's try it here. Okay. On the taste, having tried a lot of different gins, I'm not getting a lot of the juniper on the taste. It's actually quite pleasant. Here. So I get a lot of other botanicals. There's kind of this pepperiness that you get, which is usually the second flavor that you will pick out in gin a lot after juniper, is going to be this kind of pepperiness. I get a lot of that peppery kind of note to it, which is nice. It's very pleasant. It's not like an overpowering pepperiness. And then after that kind of peppery flavor, you get a hint of the juniper, but you get a lot of like citrus peel flavors with it too. Yeah, so you get the pepperiness, and then you get a kind of the piney, citrusy flavor, which is actually really pleasant because it balances really well, and it kind of transforms. I like that it goes from that kind of peppery, hot intensity to the kind of cool, refreshing kind of citrus flavor you get, which is really pleasant. I like that a lot, actually, and I had high hopes for this gin when I was kind of reading about it and reading reviews of it. I'm definitely going to buy that as long as they make it. It's very good. On a scale of 1 to 10 out of all the gins that I've tried, I'd put this in like probably a 7 or an 8. It's definitely up there, and most of the Hendricks stuff is going to fall kind of in that range. It's pretty good. And they come out with some kind of weirder flavors and stuff like that all the time. So now we'll make that drink that they recommend on the back. It doesn't give me any amounts, just tells me to do it. So I figure we'll give her just a little squeeze of lemon, not too much. I don't want to overpower it. And we'll throw a lemon kind of thing in there, and then we'll put some ginger beer in it and see how it is. We'll give it a go. All right. So this is the drink that they kind of recommend on the back. It says with a ginger ale and a squeeze of lemon. And call it the Moonlight Buck. Okay. Right off the nose, I get lemon. Lemon and pine. So the alcohol smell has gone to the wayside. I get a lot of lemon and pine. Okay. I think it needs a little more gin. I think I probably put in too much ginger beer. I'm not getting the lemon at all. So we're gonna add some more gin. So it's probably about 50-50 now, gin to ginger beer. That's very refreshing. I actually like that quite a lot. That is very pleasant. You get kind of the bittery tannins that a lot of people tend to associate with gin. It almost kind of tastes like a gin and tonic, even though there's no tonic in here. So you still get a lot of that pepperiness at the beginning. And then you get more of that citrus, probably because the lemon juice and everything like that. You get a lot more of that citrus, and then it evolves into that kind of gingery sweetness, and the carbonation kind of helps aerate everything in your mouth and really spread the flavors out. So it hits all those different taste parts of your tongue. It's very nice. It's pretty complex. I quite enjoy this. This is a pretty fantastic drink. Actually, I'm on board. I would definitely drink this, especially if it was like hot out in the summer, or if I was like entertaining guests. I feel like Hendricks Lunar really kind of pulled it off. They didn't stray too far from their original product to alienate those people, but they got just enough new botanicals and the mixture of botanicals in it just right to make it not be the same, and to be noticeably different and pair with different things noticeably. And it's actually quite pleasant. I'm enjoying this quite a lot. So hopefully you like this review. If you're into this sort of thing, I'm always open to suggestions on new stuff to try, especially beers. I'm not really a big beer drinker, so if there's beers out there that are really, really good, I'm not quite sure what I like. I've never had a beer that's just blown me away, is what I'm trying to say. I've had a lot of spirits that have just blown me away, like, that's fantastic. And I've had a lot of cocktails that are like, that is fantastic. I've never had a beer that's like, wow, that's amazing. They're always kind of like, eh. Most beers for me are just kind of eh. So I'm always open to suggestions and stuff like that. I mean, I know this isn't a very popular a playlist or anything like that, but it's something I quite enjoy doing in my private life and everything like that. Is I'm more of an alcohol enthusiast. I won't say alcohol enthusiast. I do like to have quite a few cocktails throughout the week, probably 4 to 5 cocktails throughout the week after I'm done with work and stuff like that, responsibly, at home with no other plans. And this might be a go-to, at least while this bottle is full. So has gin in it, because I quite like gin, and I've actually turned a lot of people on to gin that I know in my personal life that have never tried it. And if you haven't, I encourage you to try it. And this isn't a bad start. So it's probably one of the spendier bottles of gin too, at around $40. So know that going into it. You can get much cheaper gin that is the same. And just imagine pine tree vodka. It's kind of what it tastes like. Pairs really well with a lot of citrus. And obviously, the gin and tonic is a very, very classic drink. It pairs well with a lot of wines, such as the drink the French 75, which is primarily gin and champagne. So it goes well with fruits, and it's actually a fairly light alcohol. It doesn't seem to weigh you down very much. It's kind of a pleasant, happy, lighter spirit. So thank you all for stopping by. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and you enjoyed this sort of thing. If you've had Hendricks Lunar before, please let me know what you thought of it in the comments. I'd very much like to know. Or if you plan on trying it now based on this video. So thank you all for watching, and I will see all of you here in the next video. Bye-bye now.